I don't know where we're gonna start first, but there's so much to go through. And so it's very important that you have your basics. One thing I've been talking about a lot is like Moldara Monday. This idea of getting things sorted on Monday, you know? And so we have the Varhi uncleanly here. So this is the Varhi uncleanly, very well known Tibetan practice, you know, very mystic, very tantric. And here we have a symbol, and this is reminiscent of shapes you've probably seen before on the Swadhisthana chakra and the Muladhara chakra, with 4 petals here facing downwards, according to the text Shat Chakra Nirupana, facing downwards. Yeah, this one here, Swadhisthana, and here we have the moon symbol, and it has emitting up. What is this? Well, this is called the clean light, and this is part of Varhi uncleanly city, you know. And I want you to think of these as directions. So, you know, you bring things together from 4 directions, and then you kind of like this here and here, and we call this the ground residue. And it's very mystic because it always comes back. And where is it coming from? Well, you can brush your floors, you bring it together in a line like this, it'll form this line. You'll see it. It forms this line. And then you bring it together like a mountain, and then you pick it up like this, and you throw it on top of your lingam. You know, it goes into the water on the lingam, you know, and it's called ground residue. It's very mystic. It's like energy within, and it's all around us. It's like the force. You know, you find it. You can put your finger on it. You have a white glove and you look at the finger. It's like, so it's very important that you get guru initiation on this, because say you don't know what this is, and you look at this, then it's like, oh well, that's a house with a floor underneath or something, and then this is like wiping up, you know, dust from the floor, you know, and it's like no, it's a force. That's all, you know. It's very important that you hear it from a teacher, and that you absolutely, without question, believe everything the teacher tells you. It's very important because we don't want degenerate teachings, right? So when I tell you stuff, you believe exactly what I say, and you understand that as a being who's more spiritually attained, I don't have humor anymore. So this is like to be taken very seriously. This is not about cleaning like mopping the floor and there's a line of you know, dust and stuff. It's ground residue. It's the earth element, and this is not some paper towel and then you throw it in the toilet. No, this is like a sacred act involving a lingam. You've seen a lingam before, I suppose. Now here, this is the air element, and we call this vacuum breathing. You know, so it's like a energy within your throat, and you plug in and you get that energy, and then energy just goes around breathing like that. And then also, like after you've done this kind of vacuum thing, then there might still be in the corners some things that needs to be purified. So it's like it's just the hose, and then you go in here like, you know, and you get the last thing out with your vacuum air element, and that's gonna make it emit that clean light. And then of course it's the water element, which you see here symbolized almost like a fish, this shape. So I think of it like a wet towel, almost like a wet cloth, just coming up from the water, and then it goes around, you know, like just like this, and it comes over to this side. You see this blue mark here? That's like bringing it together and taking it up, and then going back down into the pond. So it's like the fish came out of the pond, and then it was on the ground like this, and then it went back down into the pond with whatever it collected. Yeah, it's very mystic, this very potent spiritual practice. And that brings me what we're trying to attain, you know. We're trying to attain this, you know, attaining the clean light. This is coming up here, and it's the clean light. Now, what is the clean light? Well, clean light is like, imagine this is your eye, that this window is your eye. And this window is very dirty. And here you have like your shit bags and your piss bottles. And then you see when the light shines in, there's a lot of distortions in the light, like flying hairs and dust and stuff. But then you take out, like what you do. Here you see it, the practitioner, you see the resemblance here in the practitioner. What is he doing? Well, he's taking out his trash bag and maybe even his piss bottles, and maybe the broom handle broke and he has to take out the broom handle, and he's like, and then he throws it in here. And this has very direct results and implications for your surroundings in your real world. And then afterwards he goes into the shower, and now he's holding a blade here, a razor sharp blade, and he's already been showered, and he's shaving, and he's drying his hair. Very important that we go through. This is like symbolic of stages that we go through, that if it doesn't happen, then our practice, even our space, our residence gets filled, it gets filthy, and we need a purification practice so that we can access the clean light. You've heard about the clean light, I guess. So here you have the window, and it's filthy. Think of it like this, that this is your eye, this is like a euphemism of your eyesight. And then there are floaters, like dust particles, like coming in from a dirty window. And what is this? Well, think of it symbolically. This is like symbolically a poop bag, and this is of course a piss bottle. This is a piss bottle, and it's replaced by a bucket of this water energy. And this one here is this is kind of weeping. This is weeping, and the tears are cleaning up the window, and then it's gone, and instead it's clean light, because it's been purified, and so it's clean light emitting with rainbows. Now this one, you see right here, this one right here. See, if you're uninitiated, you'll probably be like, I know what this is. You've been cleaning the dishes. Once again, this is why it's so important that you trust your guru. Don't question or think about what I say. Just accept it. This is a sculpture. It's very different from, these can look a number of ways, but this is also called you could call it a lingam. It's a diamond lingam on top here, I see that, and this is kind of like stupa, but you could say diamond lingam with the diamond lingam on top here. As you know, it's been very famous diamond lingam weekend. Everybody is celebrating this. When you went to school, you probably learned about the diamond lingam weekend, either from Hinduism or Buddhism or other mystic traditions. Here you see Zen monk is here, Theravada monk in his brown kind of orange cape here, Vajrayana. They're all coming together. They're probably yogis here, and why are they here on the first weekend of November? It's of course because of the diamond lingam weekend. Very old tradition, very well known here. There's a meditation retreat very often this weekend. People want to have first week of November. Perfect. It's the diamond lingam weekend. Super old tradition. We must gather in front of this fantastic thing here, and the gong here, like, and then it's like it's the meditation retreat, and you see here our guests, everybody gets a inner offering, inner offering in front of them, and on the other side you have the diamond lingam, and in the middle, of course, we have, everybody loves this one, the lightning, this Vajra, Vajra, everybody loves that, like have it and like very powerful meditation tool, this. So this here, once again, once you know the symbology, you this is not very interesting. This is just something very uninteresting experience. That this is you look at this as like, oh, it's a diamond lingam. But some other guy, he looks at it like, maybe a kid looks at it like, he just washed the dishes. It's like, no. This is very secret. This is very secret, hidden in plain sight. I mean, I guess we can talk about this. I mean, this is just hallucinating, right? This is not really very interesting experience, but it was something that happened during the weekend, and it was Diamond Lingam weekend, so we can talk we can talk a little bit about this. But you know, this is not interesting. This is very uninteresting. You should meditate and focus on your breath. That's what you should do. But let's say you do that and then you get distracted, and then poof, this thing comes out of your chest. I mean, at this point you're basically gone insane, right? So it's not very interesting. And then you have this thing doesn't remember. So this thing, you could say it's God, you know, since we just use some kind of word, and God comes into the human, or the soul comes into the human to have a human experience, and then it comes out when the human dies. And then it's like, I don't remember this guy. I don't remember this guy. I just remember being a soul. But this is actually me. I mean, this is who I am. And then since I don't remember Rick, you know, I'm like, I guess whoever I was before went to heaven. And so I'm like, car broke down, gotta find new car. And so it's out here searching. I am out searching for a head that I can enter. But that's just hallucination. I mean, here there was something about meeting a very beautiful goddess, and you know, I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of her, so I traveled through a portal to fart on the Dhyana Lingam that belongs to Sadguru. Very uninteresting, right? Very uninteresting, very low. This guy has zero skill in meditation. He's basically just hallucinating. Sadguru, you see him here, his spirit is not very impressed. I'm hallucinating that I'm farting on his beloved Dhyana Lingam. He don't like that. And then I was ripped out of body, just hallucination, flying out. Even though it looks like my room and my apartment, it's just hallucination at this point. And then this thing had to help me and put me back into body, and I was like, oh no, I don't remember me when I'm dead. Very uninteresting, just pure insanity. Just pure. Don't bother with that. Just keep meditating and focusing on your breathing. This is uninteresting. It's like completely irrelevant information. How can it be useful?